start killing innocent people. Whether it's children or women or old people, it doesn't matter to them. They just want to kill and harass. So the Mother Earth, feeling very motherly towards the people living on it, becomes very compassionate and starts feeling very badly about what's going on. She herself cannot really fight because she's one of the demigods, and she can see that even stronger even the stronger demigods have been defeated by the demons. So she has only one recourse. What is that? When we have a problem, we go to head of our department. In a family, it's the parents. In an office, maybe the manager or the president or the CEO or something. So the Mother Earth also does the same thing. She goes to complain to her grandfather, which is London. And so this time, generally speaking, when she goes there, she takes the form of it. What form does she take? A cow. She takes the form of it and goes to Lord Brahma and says, there's a lot of harassment. He became Kansa. He became Kansa. So that's the background of all this. So now, then the story jumps a few years. So there was a king by the name of Devak. His daughter's name was Devaki. His brother's name was Devak's brother's name was Ugrasena. And he had a son whose name was Kansa. So Kansa was a very wonderful person, except he had demoniac mentality. But he loved his sister, who was a cousin sister of his, Devaki, very much. So as time went by and Devaki was getting married to, what was the name of the husband? Oh, sorry? Not Vasudev. Vasudev, yes. Big difference. Who's Vasudev? Krishna, that's right. It's Vasudev. The son of Vasudev is Vasudev Krishna. So she was getting married to Vasudev. And as even today we have this ceremony that when the girl is getting married, then the brother takes the palanquin, and takes the palanquin with the brothers carry for a certain distance. Even today that's the custom. So those days, same custom, except because they were kings, they had a big chariot, wonderful chariot. And Kansa said, I will become the driver, just to show my affection to my cousin sister. So he became the chariot driver. And he was, then Vasudev and Devaki was sitting on the chariot. And Kansa was the driver, he was driving. But the demigods were very concerned that Kansa is going to start killing innocent people and is going to start harassing the devotees. So they wanted to make sure that he starts to commit so many sins so fast that Lord Krishna would not want to wait on God. He will appear as soon as possible. So they conspired, and there was what's called Akashvani. Everybody knows what Akashvani is? It's the sound coming from this sky. And he said, oh, you fool Kansa, that sister of yours that you're taking with so much respect and honor and affection, it is her child who will kill you. It is her 8th child that will kill you. So why are you showing so much affection? Now being a demon, what does a demon worry about first? About themselves and about their body and their own protection. So he got very angry and afraid. So it was anger from fear. So right away he stopped the chariot and took his sword out, and having the simple philosophy, if the girl is not there, she cannot have children. Because I'm going to kill you right now. And he grabbed the hair of Devaki. Now Devaki was of course scared, and she started to pray to her brother that it's not a brotherly thing to do to kill his sister. It's not because of kill Kansa. So then he went to visit Kansa. I said, Kansa, what have you done? Kansa got up from his throne and offered his obeisance. He said, Maharaj, welcome, but what do you mean? What have I done? He said, you spared the life of your sister. You shouldn't have done that. So Kansa was really puzzled. Narada is a devotee. Why is he talking about killing? She said, what do you mean, Maharaj? I don't understand. He said, well, what you don't understand is that 8th child will be divine power. That's Vishnu himself coming. So he's very tricky. He didn't talk about Krishna because he didn't want to tell him about Krishna. So Krishna is not coming. Krishna is coming and is very tricky. So somehow he's going to trick you and then he will kill you. So he says, so what should I do? So Narada says, first of all, take a look at this lotus flower. He put a lotus flower. And he said, there were 8 petals in the lotus flower. He said, okay, count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? That's right. Okay, count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they kept counting. He says, therefore you don't know which is number 1, which is number 8. Yeah, that's right. So, okay, in that case you cannot take a chance. Maybe the first one will be the 8th. Maybe the second is 8th. Maybe the third is 8th. You cannot take a chance. Therefore you have to kill each one of them. So again, encouraging Kansa to commit more sinful activities. So Kansa said, thank you very much, Radmuni, for coming here, opening my eyes. I was so blind to this small truth. Therefore, I will do that. And Nadu said, by the way, how do you know Vasudeva is not going to run away? He said, yes, Nadu, you're right. So he put them back in jail, both he and Vasudeva, and said, I want to kill each one of you. Vasudeva said, okay, that's what you want. And Vasudeva takes the Yogamaya outside. Now, let me explain one other thing. What is Yogamaya? Internal potency of Krishna. What is Mahamaya or Maya? What is the relationship between Yogamaya and Mahamaya? Okay, that's one. What else?
Expansion of Yogamaya.
Yes, thank you. Mahamaya or Maya is an expansion of Yogamaya. So in some ways, they are not different. Okay? The difference is Yogamaya is in touch with Krishna. And all the pastimes of Krishna and the pastimes of the devotees and the pastimes between the devotees and Krishna are all arranged and facilitated by Yogamaya. On the other hand, all the activities of non-devotees, including the demons, are facilitated and controlled by Mahamaya. So a demon cannot touch Yogamaya, Yogamaya will never touch demon. So now, Vasudeva is carrying Yogamaya, the internal potency with him. As soon as he crosses the boundary of Vrindavan, enter Mathura, there is a switch that takes place. Yogamaya disappears, and in her place, Mahamaya shows up. Vasudeva doesn't know that. But that exchange occurs. Now he's taking Mahamaya, and he goes to the jail, where he was jailed, and he puts the baby on the lap of the baby. As soon as he does that, chains automatically come and they can lock, the doors close, and the guards all wake up. And of course, they didn't want to admit that they were asleep. They said, okay, everybody okay? Everybody awake? Everybody awake? They said, oh yeah, we're all awake. Nobody wants to admit they fell asleep. Then they hear the cry of the baby. As soon as they hear that, they go running to Kansa. It's still very early in the morning. Right? And they wake him up and they say, the 8th child is born. Kansa gets up. He could never sleep anywhere since there was something under the snow. So he got up and picked up his sword and he started running. It's described in Srimad Bhagavatam that his head, the mukut fell down, his hair was all over the place, he wasn't even clothed properly because he was lying there, he was running and straight into jail and in front of Vasudeva and tries to snatch the child. Devaki has seen that this is a girl. So she says, my dear brother, now how and what fear can you have from a girl? So why did you spare her life? It's not a boy, it's a girl.